Hey everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back here with another video, and welcome to my December pay-per-view review. For the month of December, I chose to do WWE Armageddon 2008. Took place December 14th, 2008 in Buffalo, New York. So yeah, we got three commentary teams. For ECW, you got Matt Striker and Tom Grisham. For SmackDown, you got Taz and Jim Ross. And then for Raw, you got Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. So, let the show begin. We kick things off with a match between the ECW champion Matt Hardy taking on Vladimir Kozlov. This was non-title since Matt was the ECW champion and Kozlov was a SmackDown superstar. So, yeah, Kozlov ended up beating Matt no problem. I mean, sure, he took the fight to Kozlov, but even so, it was not a great match nonetheless. Definitely not a good match to start the show off, but hey, what are you going to do? Kozlov ended up getting the victory, and we would see Kozlov again later on during the main event. Next up. Oh, and all throughout the night, they have this poll on WWE.com on who attacked Jeff Hardy in the hotel room before Survivor Series in Boston. Yeah, they are going off of, and they are listing the suspects: Triple H, Triple H, Vladimir, Kozlov, Triple H, Kozlov, or Edge, or other, but a lot of people voted for Edge, aka the WWE champion. Next up, we get an IC title tournament final match as CM Punk defeats Rey Mysterio in this very great match. Now, yes, Mysterio and Punk always seem to have really good matches, and yes, although I say yes, their best match was their Capital Punishment match, this was another good match between the two. The two definitely knew how to establish chemistry between each other. And Punk and Mysterio definitely know how to do chemistry. And their chemistry in the ring was spot on. A really fine match between Punk and Mysterio. CM Punk got the victory, hit the GTS on Rey Mysterio after countering Mysterio. And Punk got the victory, and he would go on to face William Regal on Raw for the IC title. Oh yeah, and William Regal was the King of the Ring. Next up, we go into our next match, and it is a Belfast Brawl, and this was a really entertaining match, as you got Finlay defeating Mark Henry in a Belfast Brawl. So, Mark Henry has Hall of Famer Tony Atlas in his corner. Legendary former tag team champion Tony Atlas, the former tag team champion and former partner of Rocky Johnson. So yeah, you got Rocky Johnson's former tag team partner and Tony Atlas being the corner man for Mark Henry. This was a really entertaining Belfast Brawl. Yes, it was a no DQ match and everything, but it definitely entertained me to a degree. It definitely entertained me. So it was fine for what it was. It was a very solid match between the two. Next up, we got an 8-woman tag match. As you got a team of red divas, basically 4 divas wearing all red. You got the Divas champion Michelle McCool, Maria, Kelly, and God, I'm trying to remember that last one. I'm trying to remember that last member. I know it was Kelly. Oh, yeah, Mickie James. Yeah, it was Mickie James is the last one. So, yeah, it was Maria, Kelly, Mickie James, and Michelle McCool defeating the team of Maurice, Natalya, Jillian Hall, and I think it was Layla. I think it was Layla or Ashley. I can't remember who that last person was. It was. I watched this show a while ago. I watched it in November. Okay. So yeah, this was what it was. Michelle McCool got the victory for the women, and then the Great Khali and Ranjit Singh came out, and they basically said, "Okay, who's gonna kiss the Punjabi Playboy? We got the Khali cam, the kiss Khali cam." And all the divas in the ring were like, the winning team was like, nah, none of them wanted to kiss Khali. But then out came freaking Mae Young, and freaking Mae Young makes out with Khali. Yeah, basically, Mae Young was the one who got to kiss Khali, and none of the younger divas got to. Yeah, that's freaking weird how Mae Young, being as old as hell, got to kiss Khali. Next up, we get a match for the World Heavyweight Championship as John Cena defeats Chris Jericho to retain the World Heavyweight Championship, and this was a fine match. Now, yes, John Cena returned at Survivor Series to defeat Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Cena was not far removed from neck surgery after he got injured during his bout with Batista at SummerSlam 2008. This was a fine match between Jericho and Cena. Nothing more to be said here. Oh, yeah. I think also for... Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention another bout that happened on this show. But, yeah, I'm going to talk about it now. And that is Batista defeating Randy Orton. So, yeah, this was a match 6 years in the making. 6 years between Batista and Orton. So, Orton's team beat Batista's team at Survivor Series. So, but that didn't stop Batista and Orton from continuing their feud. This was a match in the making for 6 whole years. Ever since both Batista and Orton were both members of Evolution. Batista had been brought in to be the hired muscle, and Orton was meant to be the one to succeed Triple H. However, as both men's careers, Batista had the more successful career being than Randy Orton. So, Batista and Orton have a solid match here. You had Legacy, which was Cody Rhodes and Manu, who were at ringside with Orton. And Batista gets the victory after he counters this corner move that Orton was doing into the Batista bomb, hits the Batista bomb, Batista wins. So, Batista gets the victory. It may not have been a solid match. It may not have been the best match, but it was okay for what it was. It was an okay match between Batista and Orton. Now we get to the main event. For the WWE Championship, a triple threat match. The match everyone had been waiting for. As Edge, the WWE Champion, defends against Jeff Hardy and Triple H. This was a solid 3-way matchup. This was a great triple threat match. And what a way to end 2008 off with a bang. All sorts of chaos happened in a triple threat match, and Kozlov got involved, Matt Hardy got involved as he was brawling with Kozlov. Jeff hits the Swanton on a prone Edge, gets the 1-2-3. Jeff Hardy is the new WWE Champion. For months now, fans had been waiting for the day Jeff became WWE Champion, and the waiting was over. The feel-good moment at Armageddon Jeff Hardy becoming the WWE Champion, pyro going off, confetti going everywhere. And this was a good way to end the Armageddon era, because this was the very last Armageddon show, and a year later, in 2009, Armageddon would be replaced by TLC. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and I will do, for my January pay-per-view review, the 2004 Royal Rumble. See ya!